How's it going, everybody? PK Investing here. We're well on our way through the second quarter of 2021, and the dividends keep on coming. But before we get into the dividends received in April, I recommend going back and watching the previous dividend update for March, if you haven't already. I'll leave a link to it down below, along with a link to the dividend update playlist. I often find myself going back and watching parts of my older dividend update videos and seeing everything that's changed. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get into it. I've slimmed down my dividend growth portfolio a tiny bit, so the only company that's going to be featured today is a personal favorite of mine, and that's Kimberly-Clark, ticker KMB. Kimberly-Clark is a large cap dividend aristocrat that's 1 year away from becoming a dividend king. The company is a consumer staples blue chip that mainly produces paper-based products. Kimberly-Clark is one of those companies that rarely puts its own name on the front of the box, but you might recognize some popular brands that it owns, like Huggies, Kleenex, or Cottonelle. You might have recently heard on the news that Kimberly-Clark is planning to raise the prices of many of its products. Commodity prices have risen, and since most of KMB's products are paper-based, it makes sense that their prices will follow suit. Procter & Gamble, another favorite of mine, has also stated that their paper-based products will feature increased prices. So this is going to be an industry-wide occurrence. Some people have asked me what I think about the competition that Kimberly-Clark faces and how its competitiveness will be affected as a result of the increased prices. Here's my opinion. Other generic brands will still be cheaper, but we have to remember that KMB isn't unaware of this. I think people are underestimating the demand for the branded products that Kimberly-Clark produces. This is a company that stands behind their products and strives to meet the expectations of consumers. And after 49 years of consecutive dividend increases, I think KMB must be doing something right. Last month, Kimberly-Clark paid me $2.02, which dripped 0.014 shares. I do want to point out that I've basically quintupled my position in Kimberly-Clark, partially due to the recent dip in share price, but also because I really like the company. Unfortunately, most of the new shares were purchased after the ex-dividend date, so I didn't own them in time for the dividend in April. Alright, let's move into the passive income spreadsheet and see how April stacks up against the other months. It looks like the total passive income for April 2021 ended up being $127, more than 20 times the dividend from April 2020. The total passive income earned for 2021 so far is $687. As a reminder, I've set a goal of $2,000 in passive income for the year by the end of 2021. And so far, I'm a bit more than a third of the way there. At this point, you might have noticed that the passive income for April is significantly higher than the $2 in dividends shown earlier from Kimberly-Clark. And that's because I include every passive income source I earn in my table. This includes interest payments, dividends from other stock holdings I don't disclose in videos, and distributions from QYLD. Speaking of QYLD, I'm currently doing a series on the income ETF, and it's become the most popular thing on my channel so far. A lot of people seem to enjoy the discussion, and I'll leave a link to the playlist down below so you can join in. Let's change gears a bit and check out the passive income graph. You might notice that despite April being the dividend counterpart to January's passive income was almost double that of April's. That's because the distribution from QYLD that would have happened in February ended up happening in January because of how their scheduling worked. If QYLD would have paid out twice in April, we would have seen quite the tall green bar. Like I've said in every single dividend update video, I'm just an average guy. If I can do it, so can you. Just be consistent and patient, and things will start falling into place. If you enjoyed watching this video, give it a like to show support. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. I've got new videos coming out each week, and you aren't going to want to miss a single one. Take care, and I'll speak with you again real soon. I am not a financial advisor. Investing always involves risk. This video was created for entertainment purposes only.